The multiverse. Infinite parallel realities. Every conceivable timeline and outcome. Many of these worlds are fueled by aether and steam, cogs and clockwork, inspired genius, and mad science. Worlds strive with unimaginable progress at the cost of chaos and debauchery. What if there was a way to peel apart these threads, to travel between timelines as easily as switching trains? The multiverse would become a place of endless possibilities. How many souls would be lost if madmen found their way through? And what if the gears of reality could be broken?
Let me up! What happened?
Almost had him. Could have rid the universe of that bastard.
Which bastard? You're gonna have to be a little more specific than that.
Tin Man, who the fuck you think? Bastard is faster than I expected.
The Tin Man? That explains that thing you got sticking out of your back. You're stupid to go after him by yourself. Don't you start. We're a crew. Alright, let me take a look at it in light, okay? Hold on to that.
Signal on that. Well, hello, dear children. It is I, your beloved, lovable, joyous, and wondrous, and humble Uncle Reverend Latimer Tiberius Hogwaller III, here to read you a little story this evening from the good book. Now, don't you worry about that little vampire you saw with the spike coming out her back earlier. She, unfortunately, will be all right. The heinous little man prey. Monsters, madness, mayhem. These are all themes shared throughout history and fiction and truth alike. Some have a deeper metaphysical meaning, some help you lose weight, and some of them give you 5 easy steps on how to get a new car, but others are just fun to tell. But the stories I'm here to share with you are quite different. These tales aren't for the faint of heart, nor are those who seek a happy fairy tale ending, my children. Nobody gets a rose in these stories. These are stories of war, betrayal, intense disagreements, friendship put to the test, fantastical pirates, men, or should I say critters, that shouldn't exist from a time that more than likely ain't sure to happen. These are the tales, my dear children, of a broken reality. These stories start like most good stories do. They start with terrible things that happen to good people. Now sit back and enjoy as I bring you a tale best known as the creation of a maniac. Lumiere Lamatri was one of the richest men in the multiverse. Between running a transport company and keeping his sister happy, he was a very content man.
while I appreciate your efforts here, no.
It's much better than what you usually do. I'd like to see you try.
So what are you going to do today?
Probably some gardening. I mean, it does get dreadfully boring while you're at work, but I'll make do.
One of us has to run the company. I'm sorry it has to be me.
That was supposed to be Father's job.
I know. I miss him too.
Admiral Jessup was sent by Father to move supplies through the Le Montre transport. But she would have to convince Lumiere's right-hand man, Axel Nielsen, to take the cargo. If she failed, Father would not be pleased.
It's not my call, and I know my current employer would never stand for it.
What is so wrong with moving some products for the order? It's all legal.
Oh, I have no doubt. But in certain parts of the verse, you don't have the best reputation. And we can't be seen to be doing business with the wrong kinds of people.
I've traveled across 6 realities to meet with you. So, how can we make a deal?
Jane was desperate for love, and that gave one of Father's operatives the perfect opportunity.
I thought he'd never leave.
You know, my brother's very fond of you. We don't have to keep our intentions a secret. Here, sit down.
Mr. Lamatri is the richest man I've ever met. And he's also my boss. It's pretty intimidating.
Neither of those things give us a reason to lie to him. Also, why aren't you at work?
Don't worry, I had Axel cover my shift.
Would you like some breakfast?
Depends on who's cooking.
Maybe we can come to some sort of a compromise. I'm not a businessman as such, but I've done a fair bit of smuggling. Suffice it to say that not every place in the verse is open to the free exchange of the goods and services that I offer. I'll handle the paperwork, but my boss cannot find out about this.
I thought you might see it my way, and I can promise that your employer will never find out.
But if this bites me in the ass... Excuse me.
Axel.
Mr. Lemaitre. We were just talking about you.
I'll be brief. Have you seen Grigory? I have 6 shipments of crew to fly out, and I'm missing my best pilot.
Gregory, no. You told me you gave him the day off.
I most certainly did not. I hired him on your word that he was reliable. Any ideas where I can find him?
Wherever Jane is, I reckon.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I am serious. And you really shouldn't let your employees date your sister. It looks bad.
If he misses his shipment, I'm holding you personally responsible for every dollar.
I must apologize. Where were we?
If we're going to be getting married, maybe there's some things you haven't told me, like how many children you want to have, places you want to go, the combination to your brother's safe.
Why would you need the combination to my brother's safe? You know we're gonna get taken care of.
I don't need it, but it would prove to me that you trust me. You do trust me, don't you?
Of course I do. But would that really satisfy your doubts?
Yes!
Alright.
See, you do love it.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Where's your boyfriend? Jane? 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 Oh my god! Jane!
She's not coming back.
She loved you!
Sorry, but I need that money.
I am going to kill you!
I rather doubt it.
After making a false statement to the authorities, Mr. Lush had Lumiere's body prepped for cremation. But somebody, or something, had another idea.
A suitable subject has been located. The third member has been acquired.
Mr. Lush was trying to work out his next step. Turns out Lumiere's safe weren't so easily cracked.
I know Jane meant the world to you. I've been there. Never gets any easier.
Again, I thank you.
She was a good kid. If I find out who it was, I'll kill him myself.
I would expect nothing less.
So, you were locked in the toilet when the shooting started?
Yes, Lumiere locked me in. If only he had gotten to Jane.
This is a fine mess. Lucky he was smart with his finances. I've seen that safe. I'm willing to bet the Moonlighters left empty-handed. Talk around town as if somebody stole his body from the morgue. Excuse me, I think I'm gonna be sick. Guess he didn't know.
Over the next 6 solar cycles, the multiverse saw the terrifying spread of a militaristic cult calling themselves the Order. They spread like balefire through countless realities. A group of renegades known as Scars, led by Captain Cedric Whitaker of the airship Isabella, fought desperately to prevent the Order from taking their outposts. A few systems somehow managed to flourish, with new trade and industry in the midst of this overwhelming and destructive conflict. Captain Whitaker knew something was awry, but all attention and resources were diverted to fighting the Order, and so his concerns fell upon deaf ears. A number of realities suddenly became closed to both sides of the war. Rumors quickly spread of a crime lord responsible for the economic boom in those realities. Known as the Tin Man, he was whispered to be a dangerous and morally bankrupt thug who disguised his violent, strong-arm tactics with entertainment and childlike whimsy. The crime lord, however, proved elusive and escaped the grasp of Captain Whitaker, who sent the assassin Luthium Hargraves to track down the Tin Man. Aboard the Isabella, crewmates Tank and Attica Valora devised a plan to draw the Tin Man out of hiding. But Attica was not at all forthcoming about her intentions of what to do with the Tin Man once he was found.
If you must.
Alright, spill it. What's going on? What's wrong with you?
I'm fine. I'm always fine. I have studying to do.
Drop your pride and tell me what's going on.
You do not speak to me in that tone of voice. Do you understand?
Fine. But you don't lie to me anymore. Fair?
Look, just worried about the captain. Whole crew, really? It's nothing.
I'm listening.
It's ridiculous. He has a failsafe. We can't kill him.
Oh, crap. That's bad.
You have no idea.
The Order had taken claim of Albion. But if Cedric Whitaker had anything to say about it, it would not hold the claim for much longer.
What?
Whitaker, I can try again after you've concluded your business with those rapscallions.
Yes, Jonas.
Where are you exactly?
I'm leaving Albion. What information did your scouts pick up?
Do you remember when the Order tried to infiltrate Reality B3?
Vaguely. It was 6 years ago. We pushed them out already.
We find ourselves once again in a good news, bad news sort of situation.
Give it to me straight, Jonas. Bad news doesn't get better over time.
The good news is the Order's on the back foot. The bad news is it seems to be due to the Tin Man.
That son of a bitch.
He seems to have generated sufficient capital that he can buy off entire realities. Not to mention that he's killing anyone and everyone who gets in his way. Gustav nearly ended up in jail for asking about one of the killings.
Attica mentioned he's using finances.
It's a good move.
He dies, the whole economy could collapse.
That's a move I'd have made. What's Attica's solution to this?
We have some plans for him. Let's just say a little rewiring work is in order.
Well, let's hope one of us catches up with him before he nails someone else to a wall.
I know you got your issues with him. I get that. Under no circumstances can you allow him to die.
For now, at least, it seems he's restricting his targets to the Order. Let's hope it stays that way. Whitaker, you've hung up on me again, haven't you?
The Tin Man had found Admiral Jessup. Her only hope was to keep moving.
It looks like you don't have any place to hide.
This is Admiral Jessup. If anybody is out there, I need help.
You're going to need a lot more than help. I know you can run faster than that.
Whoever you are, I'm with the Order of High Command. You don't want to do this.
Oh, but I do.
Just stop! I don't even know you!
But I know you.
After failing not only to get into Lumiere's vault, but also to secure the man's accounts, Mr. Lush was starting to get desperate.
So let me get this straight. She was murdered, and then you joined the Order. And you've been with them for what? 6 years? I needed the fucking work. And then last week, what? They just let you go?
I wasn't fired, and they didn't oust me.
I have no ship, no income, and no place to call home. They took your ship. Vultures. Hey, you could always come work for me. Could use a good pilot.
You really sell that much shine?
You bet your ass I do. 20 crates a day, and that's just B-28. You drink a lot of gold reserve there.
If I had to deal with dragons and dwarfs, I'd drink that much too.
So do you want the job or not?
I guess. I just didn't know you were so well off.
I merely invest in myself. You remember the old trade routes? I opened them back up. With all the properly forged permits, of course.
If this is off the books, if Father finds out, then I'm dead.
You seem tense. You need me to buy you a 2 copper upright?
You know what? Fuck you, Axel, and your charity. I'll get my own work.
Axel knew that Gregory's story was not adding up.
Said, I've got somebody you might want to look into.
There are a few things worse than a hangover, but waking up in a clown's attic is definitely one of them.
What's going on? Who's there?
Hello, Gregory. It's been a
very, very long time.
Lumiere, please! We can make a deal. We can come to terms.
Lumiere is dead. I'm the Tin Man.
Please, you're a good man. You don't have to do this.
A good man. That's a horse of a different color.
What?
Have you ever been to the carnival, Mr. Lush?
I'm sorry, what?
I asked if you have ever been to a carnival.
Yes, I suppose.
You know what the word carnival means.
A good time? A fun place to go?
Do you know what it means?
I have no idea what it means. What does that have to do with anything?
It means farewell to the flesh.
They say the most dangerous men are those who have lost everything because they ain't got nothing to lose. Seems Mr. Gregory Lush, though, got what was coming to him. Just goes to show you, greedy actions can really go to your head. As for the Tin Man, knowing why he is the way he is leaves one to pause and wonder. Can the hate was created when his sweet sister Jane died ever be quenched? Could such a rage be destroyed? I mean, he popped a man's head for crying out loud like a grapefruit. And what happened when we get the answer to that question? Now that's something to think on, Joe. Until next time, this is your Uncle Reverend Latimer signing off. Father be with you.
Hey, hey, cabaret, hey, hey, cabaret, hey, hey, cabaret, hey, hey. She wore a feather boa. To see was to adore her. His suit and hair were perfect. Tattoo on his neck, they filed in through the door. Dressed to the nines, all in there for a mysterious cabaret. Soirée d'amour, an exquisite masquerade. Inhibitions cast out, buoyant spirits drawn out. Lights and gazes flashing, anticipation mounting as the music soared. They all took to the dance floor. Frenchie and the punk played, mais bien sûr, Bohemian Cabaret. Hey, hey, cabaret, hey, hey, cabaret, hey, hey, cabaret, hey, hey, cabaret. Petticoats are flying, gents and ladies chanting, fists in air were pumping. Everyone was jumping in the music hall, bodies dancing wall to wall. Welcome one and all, bienvenue to the masquerade ball. Carousel of flirting, anxious soon as my aim. Cupid's arrow piercing, liaisons are forming as 2 by 2. The romance